Have you seen the movie where a meteor hurtled towards Earth and humanity united to destroy it by shooting rockets at it? But the solution becomes worse than the problem. The chemical compounds in those rockets mutated all insects, reptiles, and cold-blooded creatures, wiping 95% of the population. Now imagine you're the last hope for love in a world overrun by monsters. Would you risk everything on an extremely dangerous 7-day journey just to find her? And believe me, you can never be ready for the things that will be awaiting you at the end of your journey. Our story introduces us to Joel Dawson, a young man who, when the world ended, was just a teenager, grappling with his first love, Amy. 7 years later, Joel resides in a fortified underground bunker, one of many isolated pockets of humanity. Life there is a monotonous cycle of scavenging, strict rules, and constant vigilance against the tremors of monsters above. But Joel is different. He isn't a fighter. In a world demanding brute force, his primary skill lies in his culinary abilities, preparing meals for the grizzled survivors who risk their lives daily. He's the odd man out, a self-confessed coward who freezes in the face of danger, much to his own frustration and the quiet disappointment of others. He is, however, excellent at drawing the monsters he's only heard about, a strange blend of fear and fascination. Despite the grim reality, Joel clings to a single powerful thread of hope. Through a battered radio, he manages to re-establish contact with Amy, his high school sweetheart. She's alive, residing in a coastal colony a daunting 85 miles away. This revelation ignites a spark within Joel, a desperate yearning for reunion that transcends his ingrained fear. He makes a monumental decision. He will leave the safety of the bunker. He will cross the monster-infested surface to find her. His fellow survivors are skeptical, even dismissive. The journey is suicidal, but Joel, driven by a love that has survived the apocalypse, is resolute. This isn't just a physical journey. It's a profound odyssey of self-discovery, where he must confront not only the grotesque creatures outside, but also the paralyzing fear within himself. Stepping onto the surface, Joel is immediately confronted by the alien beauty and terrifying danger of the new world. The once familiar landscapes are now overgrown, reclaiming the ruins of human civilization. The ground itself is a treacherous ecosystem of massive, mutated insects. His first solo encounter is with a colossal, acid-spitting toad. Joel's initial reaction is pure, unadulterated terror, leading to a clumsy escape that underscores his lack of survival skills. He quickly learns the harsh lessons of the new world. Camouflage is essential, sound is a death sentence, and instinct is your only true guide. He navigates a ravaged town, stumbling upon a horrifying nest of giant, worm-like creatures, narrowly escaping by a strategy born more of paralysis than cunning. Just as despair begins to set in, Joel encounters two seasoned survivors who become his reluctant mentors, Clyde and Minnow. Clyde, a grizzled, pragmatic ex-engineer, and Minnow, a sharp, resourceful young girl who survived alone for years. They are a formidable duo, having mastered the art of living above ground. They've developed their own set of rules for navigating this monster-infested world. Avoid sandy areas, stick to high ground, always have an escape route, and most importantly, understand your enemy. They teach Joel not just how to fight, but how to think, how to observe, and how to identify weaknesses in creatures that seem invincible. They are wary but recognize something in Joel's earnestness, his unyielding hope in a hopeless world. Their training pushes Joel beyond his comfort zone, transforming him from a liability into a fledgling survivor. Joel's journey is punctuated by terrifying encounters with the monstrous inhabitants of this new Earth. One harrowing sequence involves a gigantic, subterranean sandworm, a creature whose tremors can be felt miles away. Joel, remembering Clyde's lessons, uses his keen observational skills and newfound courage to avoid becoming its next meal, discovering its weak points and using the environment to his advantage, showcasing a growth beyond mere survival and into strategic thinking. These victories, though narrow, build his confidence, proving he's more than just the bunker cook. Amidst the terror, Joel finds unexpected companionship. He encounters a loyal stray dog, whom he aptly names Boy. Boy becomes his faithful protector, alerting him to danger and offering silent comfort in the desolate landscape. Their bond highlights the enduring need for connection in isolation. Then comes Mav-1s, a deactivated, abandoned service robot. Joel, finding her in a state of disrepair, manages to reactivate her. Mav-1s, with her pre-programmed purpose to assist and entertain, offers companionship and a fleeting reminder of the world that once was. She provides a stark contrast to the organic horrors outside, a technological ghost of a bygone era, until her limited battery life inevitably runs out, leaving Joel and Boy once more on their own. As Joel nears Amy's colony, hope surges. He sends her a radio message, a testament to his impending arrival. Shortly after, he encounters a seemingly benevolent group of survivors. Capitan, a charismatic and seemingly compassionate leader, and his diverse crew. They are sailing a lavish yacht, living a life of relative luxury amidst the ruins. Capitan offers Joel sanctuary and the promise of a safe passage to Amy's colony, presenting himself as a selfless savior of humanity. Joel, exhausted and yearning for camaraderie, readily accepts their hospitality. He shares his story, his quest for Amy, and his joy at finding what appears to be a new, stable community. This seems to be the turning point, the reward for his perilous journey, a beacon of hope in a dark world. But as with many seemingly perfect solutions in a world this broken, an insidious truth begins to emerge. Subtle clues surface, inconsistencies in Capitan's story, a suspicious interest in the radio, and the casual brutality with which his crew treats the monsters they encounter. Joel, despite his initial relief, can't shake a growing sense of unease. The realization dawns with a chilling clarity. Capitan isn't a savior, he's a predator. His yacht, far from being a sanctuary, is a trap. He's using the radio, not to find survivors for rescue, but to lure them to his location, where he then plunders their bunkers, leaving them to die. The rescue of Amy's colony isn't a rescue at all. It's a prelude to their demise, a calculated act of piracy to steal their supplies and consolidate his power. The betrayal galvanizes Joel. The fearful, passive young man is gone, replaced by a determined survivor. He races against time to warn Amy and her colony. A climactic battle erupts on the yacht as Capitan attempts to execute his monstrous plan. Joel, drawing upon every lesson learned from Clyde and Minnow, uses his knowledge of the mutated creatures against Capitan and his crew. He unleashes the very monsters they underestimated, turning the tables in a chaotic, desperate fight for survival. This isn't just a battle for Amy. It's a battle for the very soul of humanity against those who exploit hope. Joel, no longer the coward, orchestrates the creature's rampage, using his understanding of their behavior as his ultimate weapon. In the aftermath, Joel finally reunites with Amy. Their reunion, 7 years in the making, is a moment of profound emotional release, a testament to love's resilience in a world of despair. But this isn't simply an ending, it's a new beginning. Joel, having found his courage, realizes his true purpose. He uses the radio to broadcast a message to all remaining survivors, guiding them to the surface, encouraging them to find their own path, to discover the safe zones and the beauty that still exists in the monster-ridden world. He becomes a beacon of hope, not by fighting monsters with brute force, but by understanding them, and by guiding humanity towards a future where coexistence, or at least intelligent survival, is possible. Love and Monsters leaves us with the enduring mystery of a world forever changed, but also with the powerful message that even in the face of unimaginable horror, the greatest strength lies in connection, courage, and the unwavering spark of human spirit. If Joel's journey sparked your courage, hit that like button and subscribe to StorySpark for more thrilling recaps. Until next time.